Oh boy, it's Wednesday. It's hump day. A lot of shit going down. We got BYB Extreme Biloxi Brawl coming up May 28th. And I got Miranda She-Hulk Barber coming on. She had an unbelievable debut. She looked amazing. TKO victory in round number uno. So I want to talk about it because I want to get her take on it. I want to find out what was going through her mind that night of the fight, her big bare knuckle debut, why she chose bare knuckle, and that experience of having that TKO in her debut. And of course, her fight coming up. She's got a big one coming up in Biloxi on May 28th. So we got to talk about all of it. So we're going to get the show on the road. But before we get her on, I want to give you some highlights because I got to show you this TKO. If you haven't seen it, first of all, I think you got to get your head checked because you got to check this out. This was pretty incredible stuff right here. But here we go. I'm going to bring it up right now, kids. Here we go.
And you know, Burns is so upright. One, there it is. It is all over. Just like that, Miranda Barber. First round knockout.
I'll do everything I say I'm gonna do. Everything I say I'm gonna do.
I like that. I say everything. I do everything.
You can't touch me. You can't even touch me.
And you know, Paulie and Mike, this might be her style, her best venue for fighting because
You can't even touch me, baby. I told you, I'm taking it over. Look at this face.
she's lost. But
That lip kiss.
you can see her
Gonna be kissed right here.
And you can see her hands with too fast, too sharp for Skylar Burns.
Wow. That was pretty crazy. She said blow her a kiss. You got to watch out with this Miranda Barber. I'm bringing her on right now. I can't wait any longer. Let's get her in. There she is.
Oh man, watching that gave me jitters.
I got jitters watching that. Let me tell you. I got jitters watching that. I'm happy to have you on.
And of myself, like sometimes I'm watching, I'm like, go kid. I'm like, go kid.
Got her. You got to, yeah, it's like coaching yourself in a way while you're watching that replay.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting. It was exciting to watch you fight. I absolutely love the event, by the way. The event in general was great. The production has been
awesome.
It's been
the people, the event itself, the professionalism of BYB, Mel, making sure we had everything we need. You got to sit on time. You're on weight. You know, that was so professional, man. And as a fighter coming from, you know, I do MMA, boxing. I've competed in jiu-jitsu, and I bet everything, man. So, like, the professionalism that I'm seeing develop in a lot of these sports, and it's really nice, man. And it means something. When you have a bad experience as a fighter, even if you won your fight and all goes well, bro, you're going to remember fighting for that guy or fighting for this organization. And I tell you what, Mel is doing a phenomenal job making sure he's taking care of the fighters, you know, in and out of the cage, man. That guy calls me all the time, checking on me, man. So that means a lot to me. I pay attention to all the little things.
Yeah, and let me tell you, watching that event, you know, obviously I've seen BYB grow. I mean, it basically grew from the backyard into the arenas, which is pretty amazing. You know, Dada, Mike, Mel, all those guys, and you know, obviously their team. You know,
all the fights of like Kimbo and all those guys, man. And I'm like, dude, these are fighters, bro. Like they're relentless.
I used to watch them at work. I was in my early 20s at the time, and you know, this was big. You know, Kimbo fights. You know, in backyards, boat yards. This guy was everywhere fighting. And this is what I would watch at work on my lunch break and stuff. And it was just super entertaining.
Bare Knuckle. And like, remember when the UFC, like, there's not going to be any females in the UFC. Do you think that Dana White would have thought about a female doing a bare knuckle, like boxing back in the day? Like, absolutely not. No. Like, now look at this. Like, the women's sport, like, as far as women in general, like, our progression is, like, amazing. Like, and this is just something that I'm trying to be a pioneer in as well. Like, I'm carrying the torch, ladies. Like, let's go. Full speed.
Absolutely. I mean, look, you guys do an amazing job watching the fights. There's so much skill involved, you know. And, you know, we could go back way back when, you know, before, women empowerment and sports giving women a real shot, and it was always like, women are playing, women are fighting, whatever, whatever. Yeah, now it's like fight of the year stuff,
Evolving fast, and that's one thing that people slept on me with. Like, I've paid attention in the background all my years as an amateur. Like, I was managing my own fights, man. I was calling people like, I don't care who I gotta fight. Like, I had no ego as an amateur, bro. If I could get a fight, man, I was just happy to fight. I didn't care, and now that, the sport's growing and I have more opportunities to tighten up, what fights we're taking. I'm under All Fight Management now. My manager, Nick, dude, he's the best guy I could ever ask for as a manager. Down to earth, like my dog, like, you know what I'm saying? So we have the same goals in mind. I have that guidance that I never really had from amateur to pro, just to make better business decisions and better fight decisions and really develop a career for me that I never really knew was going to be there as an amateur, man. I was like, who cares? I'm gonna have fun and see what happens with this. I was a smart kid, I went to school, got a degree. I was like, I'm gonna become a pro fighter. I made that a goal to keep me focused and get through school. And I did, like I said in the video, I did everything I said I was gonna do. So and here I am, still doing what I'm gonna do.
I love it. And I want to talk to you. First of all, why did you go the bare knuckle route? Was it, but did you have other opportunities, or was bare knuckle something that you really wanted to try?
So I after my loss in the PFL, it was like a 2-week spare the moment showcase fight. I fought Amanda Leve, and she beat me in the first round off a submission, but I had a really good fight with her. I don't feel like I was just like, I got swept over. I knocked her down like with an overhand right. I dropped her, and I think learning from that fight, I really saw my power for real. I've never dropped nobody like that. Well, I made a small error in that mistake to where it like made me want to turn up my gas. Like, I'm at that level now. So when I dropped her with an overhand right, I waited, and then I busted her with an uppercut, and I dropped her again, but I rushed her. I rushed a wrestler. Watching the video now, I'm like, Miranda, what were you doing? I should have just stopped back and made her fight my fight, But that experience from just being at that high level of a sport and seeing like, wow, dude, I just dropped somebody. Like, I've never had that rush before, that experience. So now that's why in this fight, you saw me after I knocked her down, I was calm. I was not making that same mistake again about getting too anxious, because I have that dog in me, but I'm learning to control the dog. You know what I mean? I'm learning to see things. I'm really being patient with my work. And that's why, I got to work with my boxing after that fight. I fought 6 times last year with boxing, and, and then making my debut in bare knuckle this year was just like, I'm a money fighter as it is. So I'm gonna go where the money goes. And, boxing is my heart. I started it at a young age. It's the first martial art I got into. So anything with a challenge in boxing, and bro, it's bare knuckle. I'm a monster, bro. That's like made for me. That is like, you cannot escape this. Like, boxing, I lost a couple like stupid loses last year. I got robbed on some like, people, they think I'm the MMA fighter. They want to call me in on the B side, and they look like they won something. Y'all didn't win shit, because I'm gonna be way further than you guys in the matter of a couple years. And I hope y'all watching too, and hope you watch your tapes back, because I got robbed. But anyway, it doesn't matter, because I know where I'm going. So I took the boxing route like last year to really just open up a perspective for me to help MMA. Like, my goal is to really perform in MMA. I feel like that's where I feel free, but my passion really lies in boxing. That's where my strength is. So it's like, I'm gonna go where the money goes. I may fight 2-3 more times in bare knuckle and jump to MMA. I'm gonna go where the money goes. That's just what you got to do in the women now. And if, it's business now, baby. Like, if y'all want to see me fight, like, I'm going to put some respect on my name, bro. Y'all going to pay me. And that's just what people don't want to hear behind the camera. But it's a business out here, man. I work hard, bro. We women deserve to get paid. Like, so I'm fighting for all the girls that are fighting to make a living, bro. For all the females out there busting their butt every day in and out of the gym, opening up businesses. Like my girl Juliana with our sponsor Kao Kai, like that's her business. That girl goes to the gym like every day. She's coaching, she's teaching. So I'm doing this not just for me, man, but for like all my teammates and like my females that like, I'm going to show you guys there's money in this sport, and you can make anything happen if you just like, you hold your word, you work hard, and you by the work you put in.
100%.
The work in. But I'm putting that work in. And I seen like this past year, like so many opportunities for me to excel, and I'm just taking every opportunity I get.
You have to, absolutely, especially in the fight game. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that
Mhm.
people at home watching, they don't know what's going on. But when you're involved in it, there's yeah. Now, what I wanted to ask you though, what was it like for you, to take the gloves off to get in there bare knuckle? Because what we've seen so far in the transition of bare knuckle fighters transitioning from MMA, fighters transitioning from boxing, it seems like the MMA fighters so far have had a more of an advantage. It looks like than
Yeah,
the boxers.
fighting with pillows. We like in boxing, you can get away with like taking a blow with a pillow, like 12, 14-ounce glove. Yeah, you can get knocked out too. I'm not saying anything about boxing. Believe me, it's very humbling sport, very serious. But with bare knuckles, what I'm saying, like, it's spot on. If you get hit with a nice right hand and it's not a sloppy right, you can eat a sloppy right, bro. When I hit you, it's over. Like, no lie. Like, my boxing has gotten a lot sharper than me just getting brolic like before. Like, I know I'm tough. I can hang in there. I don't want to show people I'm tough. They know I'm tough. I want to show people my skill developing over every one of my fights. And I think if anybody knows me from an amateur, to where I'm at now, they can see over time that I've just done nothing but work on my craft. I've done nothing but get like obsessed with this to the point where everything in my life is just revolved around like pursuing this and getting better.
Absolutely. You got the right mindset for it. And what was it like for you getting into the Trigon? You've fought in boxing rings before,
Mhm.
cages before. Now you're getting into this little tiny
Yeah, that was
little
pretty
tiny
intense.
ring that's a triangle. What was that
It was
like?
intense. When we did we had to do like, the pre-fight little promo videos and stuff. So I got to get in there for the first time and fill it out. I don't know, I felt at home and I was like, good, they can't run. I wasn't even like, I was like, this is better for me. They can't run for me because I'm usually like the aggressor most of the time. And me fighting at like 145 to 55, I'm 5'6". Most of the time they're taller than me. So I have to work inside and whatnot. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take it as an advantage instead of putting a fear in my mind. I was like,
Right.
this is better for me. So I worked all my game around like that space and stuff. And if you watch my fight from this last one, you can see like the
A lot of
angles and
angles.
a
A
lot of
lot of
stuff.
angles.
I had to like adapt my game and like really put myself in that situation for my footwork and stuff and make it real through my training. And that helped me a lot. I don't think it really hit me that it was bare knuckle. And so I was like wrapping my hands. I remember
Yeah.
I called my first coach ever from Citrus County, Coach DJ. I love you forever.
Shout
He
out.
flew, or not flew down. He drove down from Citrus County into Tampa and had McCarthy there. So my future and my past all in one. And then my best friend was there. So it's like I had all that. Like I was like, how can I lose, bro? Like there's no way. There wasn't a doubt in my mind that I was going out there to lose. Like if you sign up for bare knuckle, like I respect you. Like Skylar Burns, I still have mad respect for you because anybody who can sign a contract, make weight, and have the mindset and go in there and try to perform and like step in there takes something. Not everybody even has that. So I still respect you for that. But it really hit me when I was looking at my hands and I was like, all right, I'm about to do it. Let's
This
go.
is
Like,
go time, baby.
yeah, man. And it was just an adrenaline for me. I was just focused. I knew I had a job to do and I know how serious it is in there. So I took my training very seriously. I don't want to get cut. I'm young in bare knuckle, so I got to be very careful and I got to take my job seriously because one wrong thing, I could get hurt and there goes 6 to 8 months of my career where
Right.
at this time I can't afford that. So believe me when I say I'm doing my work, I'm doing my work.
Oh, I could tell. And what I liked about your fight was, you brought that up, the angles. It was great to watch you fight because you were fighting on the inside, which I think is very important in bare knuckle. That's where you're going to get your money shots is on the
Mm-hmm.
inside, really. And the way you were angling.
Long. I knew she was gonna want to come
Mhm.
long, and that's right where I want to be. I want to be up in your pocket.
That's it. And it was like Mike Tyson-esque when I saw that. I liked it. I loved the fluidness in your game was great. Even my good buddy Paulie Malignaggi said the same thing. So and it's true. So yeah, you did a fantastic job. Now you got another big fight coming up, and it's great to see you back on the very next card again. We got Biloxi Brawl, BYB, May
Yeah.
28th. You're also going against another woman who had a debut on the same card as you,
Mm-hmm.
Sonya Dreiling. Did you see her fight, and what did you think of that fight?
I did. I thought it was a good fight, man. Like I said, anybody who signed up for Bare Knuckle, bro, like, I respect you. I have mad respect for Sonya. She's a tough girl, sweet girl. We all were, we all seen each other because we fought on the last card, obviously. I saw Erin up there was in my corner while she was getting ready. And I know Erin's a veteran, man. I know Erin's a pioneer. I know she went in there and did her thing. And, I paid attention to Sonya, too, because I'm like, one of these guys I know is my next step. So I was watching Erin. I was watching Sonya. You know what I mean? But I'm excited. Sonya's a tough girl. She's definitely going to come with some heat. She's going to have fun. I love this girl's energy. I love this girl's attitude. And I really just think we're going to put on a show. And, hey, we're two redheads in Bare Knuckle. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's fine.
It's a ginger dream, if you ask me.
Ginger dream, baby. It is. So I'm really excited about her, man. I got nothing bad to say about the girl. She's a great human being. And I'm just excited to share the Trigon with her.
It's going to be an incredible fight and an incredible night for women. I believe there's 3 women fights. There's a big, I believe, a lightweight championship as well that's on the line.
Yeah.
So this is a big show for the ladies in Mississippi. So I personally cannot wait because I just love watching chicks fight. I don't know, call me crazy. I just love it.
I love putting on the show, man. I'm sure these ladies do too. I'm excited that there's more girls coming in and really building this show, man. That's where the people want to see women fight. I mean, you guys are great, but the ladies are where it's at. I don't know about y'all. The whole motive is going to be shifting here in a few years, y'all. These women are taking over. They're on title fights. They're the headliners. Like, it's an awesome thing, and just to, like, live through this progression and, like, be a part of it. And then, like, now it's all unfolding, and I'm like, wow, I'm one of those people. So I just want to hold the torch and be proud.
Yeah, that we've seen a lot of great women fights. What's a women's bare knuckle fight that you've seen that you would just like, wow, this is unbelievable? Is any fight that stands out to you?
Nothing really. Like, I watched a lot of bits and pieces of it because I was like, back before I got offered a bare knuckle, I was like, I don't know about doing all that. Like, I was watching like BKFC, BYB, and things like that. And then someone had offered me the opportunity, and I think it was Mel reached out to me for Christine Stanley, the first one, and at first I was like, I don't know, bro. And then I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, what am I scared of? Like, I'm not scared. It's just because you watch it and you think like, dang. But then, like, as a fighter, when you put yourself in a fighter's mentality, you're like, I can do that. And now you're going to give me that? I'm definitely going to do that. You know what I mean? So it's just about preparing right. Like, I wouldn't take it if I thought I mentally wasn't prepared to go for bare knuckle. Like, that is definitely a thing that you need to do as a fighter. Like, you got to be smart when you choose your fights, man. Like, if I didn't feel like I did all my boxing work in preparation for this, like if I didn't do all my boxing beforehand that year, I wouldn't have jumped into a bare knuckle boxing fight. That would be absolutely stupid of me. But the confidence that I had through my boxing, this was like the ultimate test for the end of the year, the end of those 5 fights. I took those 5 boxing fights and I was like, well, let me see where my boxing's progressed, and I went back and I watched my first boxing match against Tika Hemingway. First pro debut, I'm fighting a girl with over 100 and some fights, and I lost by decision. Whatever. I don't care, but I gained a lot of experience from that. This girl thought it was the best night of her life. I'm like, that's homework and a paycheck. You know what I mean? That was just my mentality. I couldn't hold it like, oh, I lost. Like, I never really let that bother me because I knew what I had to do and I knew what I had to sacrifice to get better. And I couldn't have an ego and be successful in this sport. And that's one thing that will get you shut down real quick. Like, this sport is so humbling. And I think that's why I'm addicted to the challenge, because as I'm learning and living in life, this sport is so humbling. So when I saw the opportunity for bare knuckle, it was an opportunity to grow and get better at my craft. You know what I mean? If no one could touch me with their hands, no one could touch me with a boxing glove. No, you know what I mean? I put everything in tune just to develop myself. And anywhere I can get a fight, boxing, MMA, I'm going to go.
You're a true fighter, and I respect you 110% for that. That is awesome. I have a lot of respect for you. And I think that you're going to put on an amazing show. I think Biloxi has no clue what's about to hit them.
I have no idea.
It's going to be incredible. Respect, of course, to your opponent as well. I think it's going to be a very, very entertaining fight. I think the fans are in store for a treat. the best part about BYB, guys, it's absolutely free on YouTube. I mean, you're talking 4 hours worth of fighting, of great bare knuckle fighting. The competition in BYB has been unbelievable. So I want you to check out my girl right here, the She-Hulk, Miranda Barber. She's coming at you May 28th at the Biloxi
I
Brawl.
like the last name, like with a little Italian on there. You know, I'm Irish Italian. I like that.
You know, we gotta throw a little edge on it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta throw a little something on there. You know, who wants to have a taco without the hot sauce? I don't know.
Oh, man,
it don't make sense.
Gotta hit that heat on there. Always.
Got to get that smoke. Got to get that heat. Somebody going to get the smoke. We're going to find out. Stay tuned, baby. And Miranda, before I let you go, there's something that's been going on that's been on my mind for quite some time, and I've been seeing a lot of it. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about depression and talking about, like, you know, they're just not in the right state of mind. So I'm going to start asking fighters, if you could just say a couple of words to people out there that are struggling with something, please do.
No, definitely, man. Like, that has been with the fighters. Fighters is hard, man. When you say I'm a fighter, bro, I don't mean a physical fighter. Like, I've worked hard to be where I am, bro. Like, it's not easy. I've sacrificed relationships. Right now, I broke up with my ex because, you know, I need to focus on myself. I was with somebody that loved me and did this and all that, but it's hard to be with a fighter. We have to sacrifice our time. We have to sacrifice our eating habits, our mental state. Like, if anything that pulls you away from what makes your purpose happy is never love. Like, just know that. And the only love that I've ever felt is from God, you know, and this is what the world needs. Like, you can manifest, call it whatever you want, pray to your rocks, but really you're just avoiding God. Manifesting is prayer. And like, I speak a lot of what I want in my life into existence and through prayer. And the only thing that will ever feel like a hug to you besides a human being is the comfort of God. And that's just me being a Christian. And like, in my opportunity to speak right now, like, that's just God speaking through me. And really, like, there is no pill, there is no workout, there is no other outlet, my guy. Like, I've tried it all. I've went off and partied. Like, all my friends who see my career, they know, Miranda, just get back on track. Miranda, just focus. I know. I've had my family come in to pull me out of those dark times that no one's ever seen. And I'm not afraid to talk about it because there was always something that kept me going. And that was God. It was God's purpose. And you know what? Someone told me this one time. He was like, you know why you go through the things that you go through, and you know, you keep fighting, and you're this fighter, and there's so many opportunities for me to give up in my life I won't speak about, you know. But my point is that was always my downfall. And this guy told me, he goes, thieves don't rob empty vaults. So when you feel like you're going through something and you feel like it's too much, just remember that, you know, the devil plays up here, and that you're in control of manifesting and praying and like claiming stuff in your life. And I mean, don't just talk about it. I'm saying write it down. If you look at my room right now, I got like 3 whiteboards around my room, and I'll show you right here. One second. Like, behind me, I have like my amateur title belt. I got my PFL, and I got my Moncao brothers. All people in my life that have been there at different parts of my journey. But it's a reminder every single day of what I'm working for. I get up and I turn over every morning, and I see that belt. And I think of my family that I've sacrificed this time for. And I'm like, I'm doing it for them. I'm doing it for me. Like, that's what drives me. But that comfort, when you're lost and you go look for a solution in alcohol, you go look for a solution in weed, like, that is, you're never going to find the answers you're looking for until you take a step back and you listen to what you really want in your life and follow your purpose and pray about it. I promise you, just pray, because there is no other solution. You will drive yourself insane.
Got that right. Thank you, Miranda. I appreciate you speaking from the heart, and I hope anybody that's been watching this takes this, you know, and applies it. You know, anything. You know, I hate to see people down, and anybody, I know
is like, I'm very down to earth. Like, you can come and message me. You can call me. Like, if you're having any problem, like anything, like, seriously, I've been through a lot. I'm not here to feel bad for me, nothing like that. You're always going to see me with a smile on my face. But, you know, I'm a fighter because I've been through real stuff. That's why you see me with ain't nobody going to take that from me.
Damn, bro.
Ain't nobody gonna get in my way. Why? Because I believe in myself fully. I've had doubt. I've had struggles with my weight. I've battled depression. Like I really have done all those things. But you're always gonna see Miranda with a smile on her face, you know. And but God is the only thing that's kept me alive, and I'm gonna be 100 with that.
Respect. Thank you for those words, and I hope somebody sees this and it helps them. You know, that's the main thing. We want to lift each other up. It's a crazy world out there. People are negative, but we got to stick together. We got to help each other out. We're human beings. We all make mistakes, you know, but we got to be there for one another. So thank you, Miranda, for taking the time out of your schedule to talk to me. I know you're a busy lady. You got a big fight coming up in a month from now, and I'm excited to see it. So for the people watching, check out Miranda Barber, the She-Hulk. She's coming at you live May 28th. Biloxi. It's going down.
My sponsors at Papa B's, Cannabolics, my manager at All Fight Management, American Combat Gym, Coach McCarthy. Thank you, man, for opening, like, took me in with open arms like a misfit, bro, and just made me believe in my career again after COVID. So thank you so much. He's an inspiration to me, and I'm super grateful, you know, for all my people, my members at Mayweather Boxing. I love you guys. You're also an inspiration, and I'm gonna carry everybody's good energy with me throughout my career, man. It's a good place to be in my circle, man. Team Barber's it's a good place to be.
Hell yeah! Shout out Mayweather.
Yeah, Mayweather. Stop by the gym, the class.
I'll stop by.
Yeah.
What days are you doing it?
I'm there every single day. On one of the classes, I'm there like 2-3 times a day. So just hit me up. Let me know. I got you.
You know what? I committed a few sins lately. I could use a good ass kicking. So
there you go. I'll make you pay for them. It'll be all right.
Love it. Miranda, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good night.
God bless you. There you have it. Miranda, the She-Hulk Barber. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited. She's exciting. She's got that energy about her. So make sure you tune in. I mean, you got YouTube. There's no excuse. You got to tune into this. The replay, if you miss it live. It's 4 hours worth of nonstop fighting. Great production. Great team that they have there. So tune in, guys. It's Wednesday night. I don't want to keep too much of your time. Have a whiskey. Have sex. It's fucking hump day. Let's go, baby. Have a great night. Peace.